Hey there, everybody, and welcome to our Songland Season 2 premiere reaction.
It's here.
I love Songland.
It's great.
I think it is just like as a poet, I love. This is the closest thing I'm ever gonna get to a poetry competition on TV.
I just love this show because out of all the singing shows and music shows and talent shows, and we cover a lot of it here at the channel, this is the only show that actually gives proper feedback to people to help them change things and get better. And I love that.
Yeah, and I think the criticism is always constructive.
It
The
is.
people are always very knowledgeable. I want Ryan Tedder to be my friend.
Okay.
I love One Republic. I'm just saying. Okay, well, we're gonna go in this video and discuss Tim Halperin's Losing You. We'll go through and get into Ryan Ennis's Long Way Home, and the winning song is Madeline Merlo's Champagne Night, formerly known as I'll Drink to That.
What a great song.
Don't you love it when they change the name midway through the episode and now you have to start thinking of it as something totally different now?
Yeah, and I mean, I might be on an island by myself, but I actually liked the other title better. I related to it a bit better. But, you know, what do I know? I know nothing about this.
Yeah, I like Champagne Night, but like you, I also know really nothing about this. We are not music producers.
No, but we know what we like and we know good TV, so...
There we go. Well, we will talk about all of this stuff. Before we dive in, though, if you guys do like this video, remember to give us a like, subscribe, and ring that notification bell. I mean, alas, poor Steven, he didn't get to make it through to the next part of this.
No, and I mean, his song was okay, but I did love when he was like, yeah, I sing doo-wop. There is nobody out there that really does that anymore, and that's a genre that I love, and I always feel like I'm on an island by myself with that when I'm talking about doo-wop or 50 sort of style of music, and then here's Steven. Oh yeah, I like to sing doo-wop. I'm like, yes! Oh, you're not going through.
Okay, well, so Steven, he needs to come back for the doo-wop episode of Songland to give us some of that magic. This is a weird episode to me because this happened, I think, a couple of times in the first season too, where I think there are occasionally controversial decisions that are made where I'm sort of like, I kind of like another song better. I felt like the moment that I heard Champagne Night by Madeline, I was just like, okay, let's just stop the episode now. We all know what's gonna happen.
Yeah, this song is really good. It is right there in the sweet spot of like everybody sort of just across the nation can just really relate to this idea because it's sort of about celebrating these small things, you know, having a Friday night check, having a drink with your friends, like just all these very more simple things. And that's why I think like this could be a huge summer anthem.
I really do think this does have a significant amount of potential. And I mean, we're in a world now where not a lot of sort of songs do blow up that come out of singing shows, but I think this legitimately does have a chance. It's got a really, really catchy chorus. It's got a good melody. I love what Shane did with it, which I think that's sort of just adding to it. I mean, you also, if you're Madeline, you have a good song from the start. Then you get Shane, who is like country music wizardry at all times. And he kind of took away a couple of the prototypical country tropes and sort of made it into something that felt a little bit more unique. And I'm not a big country guy, but I do really like the end results of this.
Yeah, I mean, I wasn't sure at first when they were talking about, oh, let's bring in a little more of a reggae feel to it. I was like, reggae feel with this country song? I'm very curious to see how it's going to end up playing out. And it played out very well. I liked it. It was a blend of reggae and country, and it had a good beat to it. I mean, like I said, it's got a lot of lyrics that are really just relatable to everybody, everywhere. Everybody loves sort of the simple things in life, and celebrating those things. Here it is. Here's the song. Right away, it was easy to know that this was it was the winner.
I had one of these moments during the episode where Lady Antebellum started talking a little bit of how they were looking forward to, touring with the song this summer, and then I kind of immediately felt bad because then I was like, oh, they're not going to get to do that. But, they showed us like a little tease of a potential video of this song, and I really kind of like how they went with the everyone sort of having a little party by themselves while they're... I'm sure that's probably what they were going for in light of these current times, and so it was kind of like, yeah, we may not get to tour with it this summer, but you guys can all still have a champagne night yourself. I thought that was kind of sweet.
Yeah, I thought that was a nice way to tie it up.
Yeah, I'm glad they really did that, and I think this song could do very, very well. I'm not going to pretend like I am super familiar with the entire Lady Antebellum catalog. I'm pretty sure I heard Need You Now like 2,000 times when it first came out.
Yeah, I've heard that song a million times. It is really like the huge song from them. So when they were kind of like, oh yeah, this will be really nice in our catalog. For me, I only really know that song. So you have a song that's like that, that's really sort of deep and powerful about love and just all this other sort of stuff. Then now you've got Champagne Nights. It's a little more like, hey, let's have some fun. Let's celebrate the small things in life. So it makes sense then for this to be part of their catalog and to expand it a little bit.
Let's talk a little bit about the other two guys who had a chance of getting their song recorded, who went into that like second stage of the episode. Tim Halperin in Losing You. I gotta say, I was a little on the fence when he brought up TCU because I am a proud SMU alum who we have a noted rivalry in which SMU loses the majority of the time. This is probably why I am bitter about it. It is not your fault, Tim. But anyway, I think Losing You is a nice song. I feel like one of the questions that I always ask myself while I'm watching these people is this the right song for this particular sort of artist or act? I felt like you could make this into a really good sort of adult contemporary song for maybe like a pop rock person or a James Bay or like something in that sort of vein. And it felt a little bit too much, just slightly askew from what at least I kind of know Lady Antebellum to be.
Yeah, I wasn't really sure if this was the right match, but at the same time, when it was sort of explained that the idea of this song is really kind of that feeling of sort of the first year of marriage where nobody really talks about that, and that idea that the rose-colored glasses are kind of coming off, and now you're really having to lay out the foundation, put in the work to make it past that first year of the growing pains of marriage. And there are so many people out there that have been through that, and nobody talks about it. And nobody sings about it. So when I kind of heard what it was about, I'm like, oh man, this song is going to reach a lot of people. They're going to be like, yeah, I get that.
Yeah, I think it's a relatable song for a lot of people. I do think it's a pretty good... The chorus of it's pretty strong. I really enjoyed the part where he talked to Ryan about giving him the EP, and Ryan totally does not address it. I'm pretty sure that Ryan never listened to that EP. And ultimately... Oh, by the way, also worth noting...
To be fair, I don't know if it's the same in the U.S. as it is in Canada, but in Canada, you can't take an unsolicited demo or script or something like that, because if you open it and you listen to it and you just happen to have something else that's similar to it, now they can sue you. So yeah, I get that he's kind of like dancing around it. I don't know if it's the same down here, but unsolicited material, back away.
Also, I don't know what... I love Ryan. I don't know what was going on with that. At the end of the episode, he was really sporting that Negan Walking Dead jacket that was going on. I was like, hey, you do not have Lucille. You cannot wear that jacket, Ryan. But no, I do like Tim's song. I think it could work well with another artist and another sort of episode. It was probably my second favorite overall, though.
Yeah, I agree.
Ryan Ennis's Long Way Home. This... If I'm being honest, every now and then with this show, I have a song that comes out that I'm sort of like, you know what? I think that person should just take this song and go and kind of do it themselves. Like, so much of him seemed to be about the person that he is and the way he sort of relates to it. It kind of just felt perfect the way that it was. I don't know what Lady Antebellum would have sort of brought to it that he wasn't bringing already.
Yeah, this song felt very personal when he was sort of talking about, I'm from a smaller town, and this idea of going out on your journey, no matter how long it takes you. It's quick, it's slow, it doesn't matter. However long it takes, it takes. And then by the time you come home, you're your own new person. It's still your home, but now you know who you are, and you're centered sort of in who you are on your journey. And when he was sort of explaining, I was just like, oh man, yeah, there's definitely a lot of people that will relate to this, but at the same time, this sounds immensely personal, and it's not that they can't relate to this song as well, but it didn't really feel like it fit in with who they are.
Yeah, I think every now and then, this show can just exist well as a platform for people to get out their own individual music. I know you don't get some of those hundreds of millions of streams that they advertised at the start of the show, but it seems like they were already familiar with him when he came in because some of them had heard him before. Mm-hmm. I think this was a nice little platform for him. I think he can just be that sort of singer-songwriter guy and do more than well for himself, sort of, without having to have this song go off and be a part of the Lady Antebellum catalog in the end.
Yep.
I am just happy that we have this show back. It's good to have something that's sort of refreshing and new and creative. Mm-hmm. And it's going to be around for a little while. And I think there's probably a lot of people out there who are losing a lot of their other favorites. And we're kind of getting close to a time where programming is going to be a little scarce. I'm happy it's back.
Yeah, it was a really good first episode. I mean, the music was good. It was good to have fresh programming, like you said, because a lot of stuff did end up having to tie up early. A lot of shows didn't even get to finish out their seasons, and they're just kind of end. So having some new stuff coming on, it's really exciting.
And now let's go have a champagne night. Wait, actually, I don't know if we have any of that. But anyway, what did you guys think about the Songland Season 2 premiere? Let us know all your thoughts in the comments. And if you do like this video, remember to give us a like, subscribe. And if you want to support us further, check that link in the description to the store. And we'll see you here next time.